What's up guys, and welcome to the show. So I'm making this video on how to open up certain knives, pretty much knives like these, because I watched a video the other day where this idiot who's supposedly a knife expert who does knives unboxing, mostly like this, he does them like all the time, and he was opening up a knife like this the wrong way. If you open up a knife the wrong way, it could not only you could hurt yourself, as well as you could actually seriously damage your knife. And a damaged knife, if you go to use, could cause very serious damage to yourself. So I'm going to show you the proper way to open certain knives, especially a knife like this that opens up very fast. You don't open up that the wrong way, and you don't really want to cause any damage to it, because you could very seriously hurt yourself. So a knife like this, there's several different ways to open it, two different ways to really open it. Back here you can see there's a lever type thing where you just simply make sure your fingers and all your flesh is out of the way, and you just push down on it. So you just push down like you're flicking a light switch. To close it, you simply just push on the spine, and then usually I just close it with my thumb, make sure everything's out of the way. You could also just push it forward like you're just pushing a button in. You could do that way as well, or you have these tabs here, you could just simply flick up with your thumb. Now notice how I did that. I didn't flick outwards, I flicked up to make sure that my thumb, of course, doesn't get damaged or doesn't get hurt in the process. You just simply flick it up. So there you go. Down, push in, or flick up. You don't really want to do any other type of movement where you're flicking it and stuff like that. You don't really want to do that, because like I said, you're going to cause damage to your knife, and a damaged knife could cause serious damage to you and people who go to use that knife. So that's how you open up that knife. Now this knife right here, as you can tell, there's no tabs to push in or push down with. There's this, and then there's your back. So here simply just, there's the two-handed method. To close it, same thing, push on that spine and pull it in. Again, that's how you open it. But again, you have these tabs as well where you could get into that more, wrist flicking action. You could do that as well. So that's where you want to kind of use that wrist flicking action, is for a knife like this, where it's not, where the blade itself isn't under any tension, so you're not adding any more tension to back here, like you know what I mean. So simply like that, or just kind of like that. That wasn't a very good one, but there you go. That's how you open up a knife like that. Now a knife like this, where you don't have any of those tabs sticking out, where it's a very small knife, you could see compared to the other two, it's just a small tiny pocket knife. It's really hard to open up one of these one-handed. It's it's because it's kind of it's a rather stiff blade, so you don't really want to open it one-handed, because if that blade gives out while you're opening it one-handed, you're gonna cut up your fingers and it's gonna hurt. Trust me, I've cut myself with this blade, and this is a really razor sharp blade. So just simply hold it like this, to where your fingers, your thumbs, all your flesh is out of the way. Grab it with the other hand, make sure it's tight grip on this one, and simply just pull out. And you can see the style of blade there. So you don't want to pull out and hit yourself on that tip, because that tip is very, very, very sharp. To close it, usually what I do is I put my fingers like that, and I close it like that. So just simply, because that is such a stiff blade, you don't really want to, you could close it like that, but you want to be careful, again, because it's kind of hard to close it one-handedly without having your fingers there. Like I said, this is a really sharp, like a razor hair shaving sharp blade. You don't really want to close it like that. You just simply close it like that to make sure that your hands are all out of the way. So to go through them quickly, again, this type of knife, push down, push in, flick up the tab. There you go. This knife that I just showed you, tight grip, pull out and in, push down. This type of blade, same thing, pull out and up like that. Just make sure you're not hitting that tip of the blade. So again, like that. Or this is the knife I use, like I said. You could do that wrist flick. And there you guys have it. That's how you open up knives like that. Anyway guys, that's the vid. Like, comment, subscribe.